Welcome to Viking.TV's Wellness Sessions. I am Mona Therese, and today we will do a practice called Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is a passive, very gentle and relaxing practice. To stretch the muscles deeply is very beneficial for your joints, the ligaments, the tendons, but also to increase blood flow to your muscles. So we can release stress and tension we carry in our body. So close your eyes, sit tall. And while you sit here with closed eyes, breathe in so you feel the belly going out and belly going in. Rib cage expand, rib cage contract. Inhale deep. Exhale slowly. Feel the breath expanding, contracting. I like you to breathe like this the whole session through, so you're always aware and connected to your breath. You probably all have seen the yin-yang symbol. There's a black side and a white side. And yin is the black side, going within, the dark, the nourishing, the passive, the feminine, and the moon. So let's start with our first position. Bend your right knee and stretch out the left. And the white side is the yang side, the more dynamic and active, and masculine and the sun. So sitting tall, feel you are open, one leg is bent, hands can be behind you, in front of you, and then you can walk yourself forward. So you come down on your elbows, eventually all the way down. But that may be a little too much. In Yin Yoga, we don't want to overstretch. We want to feel a good stretch that we can hold for around 3 to 5 minutes. But today in this session, because many of you are new to it, we will just sit a little shorter period. So find out where you can be, maintain the full deep breath, and then exhale it out. When you're ready, you can go deeper, but never to force. You want to feel a good stretch, but not so much you don't feel that you can relax and have your breath. Remember, yin is nourishing, it's passive, relaxing, going within, and just letting go. Inhale deep. Exhale slowly. So even if you sit up tall with the hands behind you and you feel it there, then that's where you should be. This is your max, then no more is needed. And there comes a point when we have sit maybe for around a minute that you almost feel, oh, my muscles are letting go, relaxing, and you feel you can go a little deeper. Then do that, but not too force, but just kind of exploring how far can you go. Maybe wiggle yourself out into the position. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. It's very important that we take the time to go within, to nourish ourselves, to the awareness of breath, but also becoming more aware of our body. So breathe it in, breathe it out. Your head is loose and relaxed. There's no tension around your neck and shoulders. We have like 20 seconds more here. Inhale. Exhale. You feel that the muscles are begin to relaxing? Maybe not, and that's okay too. But if you can, maybe you feel encouraged to go a little deeper. Yeah. And then coming up. Very slowly, we move slowly from one position to the other too. So leaning back, stretch the leg out, and then we bend the other leg in. and up. And then we have the half butterfly pose on this side. So again, hands can be behind you, in front of you, or you walk forward, or you come down on your elbows and then let your head drop. Inhale. Exhale. So the body kind of just fall where it can be without force. And then we wait. Yin Yoga is inspired for the way they stretch in martial art. And when we stretch, we also focus, that's from my side, focus on stretching the meridians. You don't need to know about the meridians, the energy channels in the body. But we open up the body so the energy can flow a little more efficiently when we practice Yin Yoga as well. So breathe it in, breathe it out. Feel the body letting go. Fully aware of the in-breath, fully aware of the out-breath. Undisturbed, undistracted, just witnessing the breath. And again, if you feel your body begin to just kind of fall down naturally, go that little step deeper into the stretch. Full breath in, full breath out. Relax your neck. You probably feel the stretch in the inner thighs, but some of you will maybe feel it around your lower back as well a little. This should never be combined with pain or discomfort, then you're doing too much. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Full inhalation, full exhalation. Then inhale, coming up. And then take your leg up very slowly. And then we go into folded pose. So stretch your legs in front of you, sitting tall. And now we will stretch the back of the body, the hamstrings. And on the back of the body is also running what we call the bladder meridian, the energy to your bladder. So lifting yourself up, and maybe this is enough for you. Can you feel the stretch? And if not, maybe go a little further forward, a little further forward, and eventually elbows down and head dropping down. But strive to lengthen from the front of the body, and then let go. Inhale, exhale, full awareness of in-breath, full awareness of out-breath. When we practice Yin Yoga, we kind of go into a state of meditation as well, just witnessing the breath. And we develop tolerance, patience, which many of us may not have right now, but we can practice developing it over time so we become more patient, more tolerant, less stressful. Inhale, exhale. Remember to relax your head. Stretch out from the lower back, lengthen to the spine. Deepest breath in, slowest breath out. Yin Yoga is really good if you're a very active person. Maybe you're a runner or you hike a lot or bicycle a lot. or have a very active work life, then it's very good to have this counter pose or counterpart to your life where you just sit still and relax and stretch and lengthen your muscles. But I also know if we are very active, it can be very difficult to be quiet and still. But let's practice and find the balance. Okay, inhale, come up, and we walk our arms back a little, and then you can shake your legs out a little here, loosen them up, and then we'll take the legs out to the side into open V pose here, and sitting up tall. So again, we can sit here and just close our eyes and breathe in, breathe out. When you feel more comfortable, feel the thighs spinning out, hips coming forward, your hands are going forward. Over time, we go deeper and deeper, and coming down. Again, relax your neck, lengthen to the front of the body, roll those thighs back, and then again, we just wait for the body to open up. Lengthen those muscles, tendons, fascias, and joints. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Inhale deep, exhale out slow. Full inhale, full exhale. And as I said in the beginning, Yin Yoga usually 3 to 5 minutes in each position. But today we will sit like 1.5 minutes and gently, gradually practice into a longer session of stretching. So inhale, exhale. We have around 30 seconds more here. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Full breath in, full breath out. Very good. And then we come up, and then we will do something called a deer pose. So we bend our knee, and then we drop them down. So we open them up, so as open as you can, and then roll the hip up, so the hip kind of pushes forward, and then we just sit here and we can look over the shoulder, or we can bring our hand on the knee. So it's a little like when we do our yoga practice, when we do the mermaid pose. But we start here and then breathe in. Don't press down. Feel how you open this hip forward. Some of you will maybe have a hard time if you have hip problems, but just do this as far as you can, okay? And if you can't feel it here, maybe you can take your hands down on this side, and some of you maybe can come down on the elbows and then drop that hip a little more further forward. That's up to you, so find out where you can be. Deep breath in, slow breath out. So if you're sitting up, we press to this arm, so we feel the link coming up and out of the lower back here. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Fully aware of the in-breath. Fully aware of the out-breath. And maybe you couldn't really feel it in the beginning, but as you sit for a little while, you can begin to feel that a lengthening of the muscle, the opening of the joint. Yeah, that's good. And then take the knee in, and we lift it up. And then we go over to the other side. So up. Good. So again, roll the hip up. And either you sit up here or you come forward, resting on your leg. That's okay too. If you have been to Yin Yoga before and you know the pose, just go to the level where you're used to practice. Inhale. Exhale. But really think about lifting and rolling, almost like you want to roll this hip over to this knee. Inhale deep. Exhale slowly. Full breath in. Stretch up and out of the lower back if you sit up like me. Linking from the front of the body if you're resting over your leg. And let's take just 5 more deep breaths here. And then we release the hip and bring the knee in. Good. Now we will come up on all 4. So coming up on all 4. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hip. As you inhale, just gently arch your back. And then exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, round. Now the toes are touching and the knee go out to the side of the mat or as wide as you can. Then sit back to the heels and bring your elbows to the floor. Some of you may just go here and that's fine too. You could bring a pillow underneath and sit on the pillow there if you need to. And then over time, when you get more flexible and open, you can come down, sit on your heels, be on your elbows, or you can go all the way forward and stretch it out. Then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And at any time you need to go out of the pose, just lift it up. And then when you feel ready, come into the position again. You could also have your hands under your head. So you have many options. So just be creative and find where you are most supported, where you feel most challenged without over-challenging yourself. And then breathe it in. Breathe it out. Feel the lower back reacting to the breath by expanding and then contracting. So just breathe in and out slowly, quietly, like the waves in the ocean. You probably can hear it in the background. Full inhalation, full exhalation. Good. Now we lift up and then we come all the way up. Take your knees in, walk your knees back, and then we come down on our elbows into the swings pose. And when we do the swings pose, we want the elbows to be right underneath our shoulder. And then make sure the hips are relaxed. So the heels can kind of drop out to the side. And then again, stretch out from the front. Press up on your forearms, shoulders back, and then breathe. If this is too much of a stretch, you can go a little further forward so you feel the front of the ribs on the floor. Or you can bring a pillow underneath your chest. And again, we stay here for a little while, breathing in, breathing out. Feel that passive long stretch, extending out of the lower back, rolling the shoulders, opening the heart, stretching the front of the body. Full inhalation, full exhalation. We have like 25 seconds more here. And then coming down, so the hands are underneath the head. And you can have the head to the right or the left. Now shake your hip out a little and just feel the release in the lower back. And then we will just lie here on our belly, breathing in, breathing out. Just feel the wave of the breath relaxing, calming the body. Full inhale, full exhale. Wonderful. Now take your arms to the side, lift yourself up, and then round your back. And then we roll around, and we will come down and lie on our back. So you see, Yin Yoga is very soothing, very relaxing. I love myself to do practices like this in the later hours of the day, but any time is a good time to go within and to practice. Inhale, exhale, especially if I have had a really busy day with one client after the other, running from one place to the other. Then it's such a joy to just come home, lie on the floor, and then just stretch out gently, allowing the breath and gravity to take over. So we are not pushing down the knee, we are just interlocking the hands, and the weight of the arms bring the knee down. Inhale deep, exhale slowly. Full inhalation, full exhalation. And then release, take the foot to the floor, bring the other leg up, and then straighten the right. If it's too much to straighten the right leg out, just keep it half bent, that's okay. We don't want to feel any strain, we just want to feel the stretch and feel that openness of the hip as much as we can. And the arms are just here, we are not pulling it down. Just let your arms hang on the knee and let gravity do the work for you. And then we breathe in deep, exhale out slowly. The sun is really sharp today, so sorry if I have closed eyes most of the time. But maybe you have closed eyes too, so it doesn't matter. Inhale, exhale. And while we are lying here, I will take the time to just thank you for the emails I have gotten this week. Some of them have been really touching my heart. All of them do, but some especially touched my heart this week. So thank you so much. And then we bring the foot on the floor and we take the other leg up. And then we let the knee drop out to the side. So if you're very tight in your inner thigh, then take pillows under. But don't have them propped up so high that you don't feel a stretch. You still need to feel a stretch. Usually we don't use props in Yin Yoga, but sometimes we have to, so we don't overstretch or hurt ourselves. Because even in stretching the muscle, we can be sore the day after because it is a lengthening of the muscle. So it doesn't mean we can be sore. So we want to take it easy and just use the pillow if your knees don't come down naturally. And then have your hands on your belly, out to the side, or move them up over your head wherever you feel comfortable to be. Inhale, exhale. And sometimes you just feel your knee go boing, boing, and they drop down and they drop down. Don't resist it. Stay in the flow of the breath and just enjoy the openings. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then bringing your knees together. And take your right ankle on top of your left knee. And for some of you, this will be a stretch, so we can stay here. Then again, others can grab your thigh or you can grab your shin. But again, we don't want to force it. Shoulders should be relaxed. Neck is long. And then just feel that slow rhythm of your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. And if some of you have lower back issue like protruding vertebrae or anything, take a blanket and just roll underneath your hip and then you can stay here. But again, as I said, this here could maybe be enough for some of you. So we never force ourselves into any of the stretches. Right, and we have around 15 seconds here, so deep breath in, slow breath out. And then feet on the ground, take the other foot down, and then take the other leg up. And just feel, how does this feel here? Is this a stretch? Stay. If you feel you can, bring your leg up, hold under your thigh or over your shin, wherever you feel comfortable. Okay? So inhale, exhale. Breathe in deep. Exhale out slowly. It's very soothing for the body to be stretched out, especially if we have a lot of stress in the body. Full exhalation, 2 more deep breaths. And then take the foot down and the other leg down. Now we take the arms out to the side. Again, maybe you need a pillow underneath your legs, that's okay. So, feet is on the floor, feet are near together. Now look to the right and then drop your knees over to the left. Keep your shoulder and arm on the floor. If you come all the way up and it looks like this, that means you probably should take a pillow and bring it underneath your knee so you will stay here. But if you can just let it drop down. Inhale. Exhale. Fully aware of the in-breath. Shoulders are on the floor. Abdomen rise, abdomen fall. And if you in a little while again said, oh, I overestimated, then just go out of the pose and then bring the pillow under. It's okay. Inhale, exhale. It's not a competition. There will more be the energy of yang to be competitive. Yin don't care, they just let go, tune in, relax, wait for the right moment, and then they go. Deep inhalation, slow exhalation. close your jaw, his teeth are separated. And then lift your knees up. And just gently, not a big movement, just gently feel a rocking from side to side. Now, drop your knees over to the right side and let your head turn towards the left. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Inhale. And again, if you need, just bring that pillow underneath your knee and thigh. And then we just feel abdomen rise, abdomen fall. So you can look to the right, to the center or to the left, wherever you feel your neck is most relaxed. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Fully aware of in-breath. Fully aware of out-breath. And then take your knees up into the center. Align your body. Stretch your arms over the head and stretch your legs out over the floor. Flex your feet. And now walk your legs to the right as far as they can. Then lift your arms, your head, your shoulder, and swing your body to the right. The trick here is to keep your left side of the hip and shoulder on the floor. We call it the banana pose. So imagine yourself looking at the shape of a banana, or we could say a crescent moon. If it's too much with the arm over the head, just bend your elbows, or maybe open your hands a little, but feel that arch of the body, like the crescent moon or a banana. And then breathe in deep. Exhale out slowly. Remember the left hip, left shoulder blade is still on the floor, it didn't lift up. You feel the stretch there in the left side body. Abdomen rise, abdomen fall. Now walk your feet into the center. Lift your arms, your head, and swing your body into the center. Take your arms down to the side a little and just rest here. Now take your arms over the head again. Walk your legs over to the left. Now keep that right hip on the floor as you lift your arms, head, and then all the way over to the side and breathe. So again, if it's too much with the arms straight, bend them or maybe take them out to the side a little. But feel the right hip and the right shoulder blade are still on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Abdomen rise. Abdomen fall. Slowing down, going within. Connecting to our true self. Usually we are out running around and we don't really know where we are ourselves. So come back home, feel the breath, listen to your inner voice, breathe deeply, exhale slowly. we come with 3 more deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. And 1 more deep breath. And then slowly let us come into the center. Take arms down to the side and just rest here for a moment. Feel abdomen rise, abdomen fall, rise, fall, rise, fall. Excellent. Now bend your knees and take it up and just hug like you're holding your knee, like you're cupping them, and then rocking a little from side to side. Very gently, very relaxed. Then take it over to the right side and just lie here for a moment. Right arm underneath your ear, and then close your eyes. Feel the breath. And then coming up. And just sit with closed eyes. Feel how it is to be upright again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go. And then we open our eyes. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this very relaxing, calming, slow-paced movement. And eventually, I know you will build up your patience if you didn't have it. But keep coming back to Yin Yoga. It will benefit you greatly. Thank you so much. See you next Saturday with another session here on Viking.TV. Remember, all the previous sessions are in the library. Meditation, yoga, stretching, wellness, whatever we have done, you can find it all when you go to Viking.TV on Saturdays. But check out all the other days. They are amazing. There's so much information. I really enjoyed last week I think it was last week or the week before, about orchids. It was so informative. I love flowers, so if you love flowers, you might also enjoy that little talk about the orchids. But again, thank you for your emails and your notes. I always appreciate it, and I pray for your well-being and send you lots of love. Thank you. Bye-bye.